I'm gonna do it at night. He doesn't need lights. Again, I'm 90%, 95%, 99% sure that not how it went. But it does look like it's later attached. Just following this price so it doesn't go down so we can rush it. I love this. Whenever there is something that texture changes quite a bit, it feels so. I know simulation-wise it's not right, but who cares? Looks good. I mean, who cares, but you know, it's probably different on 22 and the new one ones. I'm not hoping it's different because it's gonna make me play 22 more. Want to play 22 more if it's different. Yes, I don't need much. I want to play this more. Funny thing, if I didn't stream, would I ever figure out that I actually like farming games? Would I ever tried Farming Dynasty? Because that's the first one. I never played farming game before that one. Like, would I jump into Dynasty games at all and figure out Farming Dynasty if I didn't start streaming? Probably. I do play a lot. I was playing a lot before I jumped, so... But there is a chance. Okay, so I know we are not this wide, it's close, but we're gonna focus on that edge and we're gonna fix whatever it's left in the end. I could, if I did it really good, probably on both sides doing that, but I always forget when I go down. Try to focus on edge, plus it's a thing I was saying, oops, I guess beginning, I picked myself quite a bit. I would rather leave one line than if I'm trying to hit an enemy. We harvested good here, I didn't actually check, it's way too close to the tree. Maybe the plan. It looks so weird once we buy the next tractor. Because we're not selling this, I'm never selling this. Plus, it's not gonna give us much money, but even if we don't use it, we're gonna park it somewhere and just enjoy passing next to it. If we end up not using it, but which I don't see. I mean, maybe. Oop. Never say never, right? But I don't see it. I think we're gonna go as this, if you can call it playthrough goes. I'm gonna go for that new tractor, get all that big equipment, and try to get that expensive field, the big 49, and combine it with our 48. I could look again. Damn it, to see that dot? Now that's why. That's why I don't like. Like, I would rather leave the thin line than have the multiple weird ones. Now I need to remember that I left the dots. That's the hard part. I know it's fertilizer, it's not end of the world to leave the dots, but it's annoying to know what you did. Such a deal. You will see it once we do planting. If you didn't watch it, because we did this film for a very long time. We do this time. I guess we're gonna zigzag it here to save a tiny bit. It's probably not tiny bit, but still it's... Because I don't know what's worth more, fertilizer or time. It's a hard question. It's an expensive thing, this fertilizer. But now I lost a little bit of time, but saved a little bit fertilizer. right away. Let's see. Oh, it's that one. And now the hard part, I need to figure out where I left those dots. We'll probably see it. Eventually even on a map, but I don't care right now about map. I know they're visually clear. There, I see them, okay. Oh. Have one more on the way back. Prices? I didn't pay attention, still good. There you go. I'm just checking that. That's stopped. So unless we see the green here, we are probably at some point selling here. There is not going to be green there. 1.9 is the highest ever I saw it. 1.9 something. 1,900 something. Yeah. So we are doing holiday, I think. Eventually. Probably today, but eventually. Activating some straight so I can get maps. Looks good. This is something. But yeah, my idea is end game idea. We'll see will we go further than that or not, or how long we're gonna do that, because I don't want to buy field combine it and just work on it once, right? But my idea is combining these two. Maybe even adding 50 to it, but that's probably way pushing it. One thing I could do, if it feels I don't have enough time, sell one of the fields we have, or technically two, to buy that. We'll see. Shit, because my hand is not on a mouse, so I can't zoom in. I'm too lazy to move. There we go. I don't want to need it for cleaning up. Well, so there is one mistake that I made, right? Not the biggest one, not the relevant one. But you know how I said I don't want to start emptying this one? Because I don't want to move it from the back, because the empty one needs to go in front. And we had like 4 or something down there. Well, I emptied that one, so I could empty that one, technically, and get the same result. Not having the empty one then, because it would be emptied all the way. In fact, I'm going to be using file. We are going to sit on a wet seat, but that's what it is. Farmers don't care. I mean, they do. So uneven. See how much it wiggles? And I kind of fix, not made all that nice. Prices. So cultivation next. But yeah, my plan is to change all this gear for a bigger one. I think this tractor is gonna stay, and that's gonna be our front-loaded tractor. This one we kind of have to play a little bit zoomed out because it's loud. It's not best for certain jobs, so at some point it's going to be loud, but it's one of the things I want to rush like that. Well, listen, I like our Fiat, but it's way too loud. And we used it so much that it's not worth selling it, as you can see in the corner. We paid, I don't know, 40 something probably for it, and we can sell it for 5. 6. Yeah, I mean, it's old, but it's not that old. It's used. That's a weird thing to say. Yeah, sounds weird. Can't have a good price. It's used. There is probably mods for stuff like that, but I'm thinking, because I ended up here constantly buying, like, looking for limits, right? What this guy can run and stuff. What, and again, there might be a mod for it. I wouldn't be surprised. What if there is a thing that, when you have something like this, 80 hours, he actually loses horsepower. Not much, but on certain limits. Like if I went garage and check it, it would say less than it's in the shop. That might be too much. Maybe just losing durability much faster would be a better thing for all equipment. It's like safer thing for all equipment, I would say. Especially with the big one, that would be scary. Like you give crazy amount, like sure, our harvester is 300k with 350 with headers. It's less without any headers. Right? Like, well, new tractor. You pay 300k, you're not gonna earn crazy amount because there is limits. Well, without using a lot of different stuff, there is limits. I mean, you can play with the mine in that, so it would kind of kill the point, right? If you need... Okay, what we were looking? 280? 360? I think the new one is like... I forgot. Is it 280 or 360 horsepower? Unlike equipment that we looked. So if it's, I don't know, 380, you get a tractor that's whatever it is, so you know for a very long time it's gonna go under. Or something. It would just make it harder to get to certain equipment because you would get tractors that are more expensive or have decent amount of whatever it's needed, extra horsepower. Even if you run them for ages, you can still use. I mean, I guess you would still be able to use your equipment, just not that efficient, slower or something. I think it's an interesting aspect. I thought I had. Sorry, I hear rain, there is no way. It's like 40 degrees. Nah, I don't think it's so. That would be weird. I mean, there is summer rains. Remember as a kid, I love those. We're just gonna follow edge. I'm not gonna think much about it. It's too hot to think. But yeah, as a kid, I used to love the summer rains because it would be like they would last a short amount of time, but the drops would be huge. That would be a blast. We had a small yard, nothing like special, right? This was like, I mean, I guess that's a different than US or some other places. Like I saw houses in Australia too. And a lot of time you're gonna have those like front yards. There is that here, but where? I would say. Like here, more often, house is gonna be closer to the front yard, and then you're gonna have a bigger yard. Again, not counting cities. It's like suburbs and villages and stuff like that. In the city, you're not gonna have yet. Most of them. There is some still, but rare. And which, with each year, less and less of them. People are demolishing that, especially in big cities. They're demolishing to get the buildings, you know. I mean, it is what it is. In some cases, it's good because there are some old buildings that are like almost to collapse level. Not there, but it's gonna be there in 5-10 years. Not collapse, but you need a lot of investment in it. I don't know how it's called. I don't know Reaper are there. Maybe you know the name of that in English. But those old, like, basically mud and straw for old houses, like, I don't know how would you even call that. Not walls, but like, I guess the floor. I don't know what exactly. Yeah, my English is failing me right now. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, we didn't have that on our house, but my grandparents did. Like it was, I don't know how you call it, 1 story, 2 story. Like they had 2 levels, kind of attic. It was a good building, but built a house. They like shared it. It's in the capital, so it wasn't. I mean, some people did that. You buy like, if somebody's selling a house, you can afford all, so you buy half of it. Somebody else buys, so you have basically neighbors. It's kind of small building, but it's visually looks like a house. But you're asking, do you have name for like those old when they do houses and like do the not as much wall? There is walls in the villages, but like from mud and straw. You ever saw that? I mean, they add more stuff. It's not just that, but like in old houses and stuff. Like, I think there is a word for it, but to be honest, there might be even a word for in my language, but I don't know. Like very old stuff in villages and stuff like that. But yeah, the story is they did it. They made a house that my grandparents lived like that. That like walls were brick and like crazy thick brick. Like it was 2-layered walls, and the wall was like I think more than ½ meter thick, all the walls. But those layers, the floor layers, whatever it's called, they were like from that weird material of like basically mud, straw, but they were like that's in middle of that layer. It was sturdy, it was holding whatever you want, but it's weird. I remember as a kid I was surprised because I lived with them for a very short amount of time in that house. And I remember at some point they needed to like, I don't know, was it cable TV or whatever, they needed to like make a hole in that. Because we were on the second, yes, like from the attic down. I remember like basically dust and straw when they were drilling. So weird. I mean, I knew about it, like old village houses were like that, but very old ones, not many of them anyway. Or some like side buildings. But even today, I don't know exactly how that even hold anything. It doesn't sound like something that should be able to hold much. But yeah, I remember that house had like the biggest walls ever. Like, I don't know why they didn't. Sure, for outside walls, but inner walls being like super thick doesn't really make any sense. They lose so much square feet as well. That old chimney that I don't really understand anything, but it's kind of possible. Check the price in a while. Oh, buddy. I'm struggling there for a moment. Yeah, I don't think we missed anything. Oh, that's just... I really need to clean this monitor. So many times I'm like, ooh, there is something there. Nope. Just... That's why you see me moving the map. Like when I do this, it's looking for the dots on the screen. Do they move with the map or they stay? Okay, we're almost done. This is gonna be fast done. We might do even grass today, to be honest. I think we will. I think we're gonna do grass after this. Kill the weed and then go for the grass. Seeding is gonna take a while on this, but not crazy amount. Because yeah, when you think about it, right? This field is next. And the first switch was in... Today's switch was 8:30. So it's gonna be add 30 minutes on that. And then 13 hours. It's like 10 to 9. So we're not gonna... That's first stage. We're always harvesting, trying to do in the second one. So 10, tomorrow 11:30. Well, tomorrow probably closer to 11 is gonna be the switch. So I would have a lot of time to work in the grass. Might even be able to do everything. It's the smallest field we have, this one. So it's long one plus. It's not just that it's smallest, it's fastest, if that makes sense. Be able to be fastest. Again, we don't turn much, we do long lines constantly. And I know I didn't do the best job rotating line-wise, but who cares? I'm gonna follow it, we follow ridges, and we only follow it like first time, so... And that one I know is there. Well, and second time down there. Let's see, they're there. Plus, we follow more angles than that, so... Prices? Still good. This one didn't get arrow, so... We'll see, but I'm assuming we're gonna sell. So tonight we have 5k, we have, I don't know, 20k there. Maybe less than 20. Something like 20. It's... Yeah, close to 20k. So it's not going super slow. Overall. We are making nice progress to 300k. Like we were 100k and now we are beating 150 today easily. Well, unless we decide not to sell that, you can see the green arrow on that, I think 3, right? Yeah. Two, I don't know. I mean, there is a chance for two again to be on, but I don't know, can you get one? I mean, I guess you can. Why screen error below? Let's go. Actually, it's probably not needed to repair it. Shit. Sure. Okay. Was a bit so dirty. That's my fault. I'm too lazy to leave the front load. Like, I should just detach it and not use it. What was $1 cost vehicle? I guess we repaired the fork. Cheapest equipment. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. It was constantly in the air, we didn't use it at all. Well, we didn't clean it up for the silage, but again, we didn't use the fork for that, so... I mean, only thing that I can think of is mechanic behind getting dirty is tied to the machine, not the... Sorry, to the vehicle, not to the machine. Being so precise with this. Okay, yeah, plant them, that's it. Right? Did I say something I want to do? No? Yes? No? I don't know. So, canola, I think it's... yeah, canola is in order. Usually we would do corn, but plowing is really slow. We didn't have time, but to be honest, I would rather do the grass field again. Still keeping the price, we are following that price. Five boxes there, so... Ooh, that one is kind of tilted, I don't know why. The last... That's good money, it's 150 each. So, if we get 5... Okay, 4 is 600 basically. That's what we have for. And 750 with the one extra, right? So about, I don't know, 2k, 2.5k we can get from that. Not bad for... I mean, it's gonna take a while to pay for itself. But it's okay. I wanted to try it, now I know. Plus it was nice as idea for decorating my farm. I don't know, would the big farmer have chickens? Like, I know we are not the big farmers, right? But if your main focus is fields, would you have like